Hey, everybody, welcome back to the show. And you're going to be happy you're here today because you're going to learn to be healthier. We have an amazing guest, Hannah Romanowsky, and she is an award winning healthy cooking specialist. She's a TV host and certified functional nutritional counselor who empowers audiences to nourish themselves inside out. She does this through movement, music, and healing foods. Hannah is a dynamic speaker, teacher, dynamic person, period. She's a creative force between the inspiring TV show Dancing in the Kitchen. Through her work, she merges her passion for nutritious meals with the joy of dance, creating a vibrant space that creates healthy living, creativity, and community connections. And she also brings in cultural storytelling, nutritional wisdom, and what she calls, I love this, joyful kitchen practices. All right. So, Hannah, welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much, Jill. It's such a pleasure to be on the show.
Oh,
Thank you for having me.
you are just always so fun and such an inspiration, both around food and dance and being healthier. And that's what I'd love you to inspire our listeners with today. And I know that you inspire and you merge, let's say, food and dance and storytelling into your TV show, Dancing in the Kitchen. What inspired
Yes.
you to do that?
Yes, you can say I blend it. I whip it up together. Well, my background is in traditional dance from around the world, and that's what I studied for decades, the traditional healing arts and of embodied movement. And what I discovered is that food is so integral to that. For our ancestors, culture happened in the kitchen, in the hearth, around the fire. People sang and danced and told stories. And they understood that food is medicine and food is healing and nourishment, and that nourishment happened on all levels. And I was really inspired by that because I have a passion for helping people find more joy and nourishment and healing in their lives. And through dance, through food, through music, through community and laughter, and sharing these rituals that in modern times we've stepped so far away from, by returning to them and reclaiming them as a source of healing and nourishment, I believe we could live healthier lives and happier lives and be more resilient. So that's what
Mm,
inspired me to combine these elements into my show, Dancing in the Kitchen.
I love that. And knowing you, I've had the pleasure really, seeing you walk your talk, and you really are a pleasure in the kitchen and beyond. And I love how you're bringing all the healthy parts of it and merging our past. And that's such a beautiful explanation. I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. Yes, and I want you to dance through your kitchen and I want you to cook on the dance floor. So it goes both ways.
Love that. Well, you talk about cooking as an act of love. How can busy professionals reframe their relationship with food and kitchen time? What do you recommend?
Yes, this is such an important question because we opt for convenience foods because we're so busy. This is a crazy, hectic world we live in. And especially professionals and entrepreneurial people, we're constantly on the go. And I know for myself, I used to say that my favorite restaurant was a stoplight cafe because I would be running to and from rehearsals and all my shows and gigs when I was a professional dancer and eating at the stoplights. And I know I'm not alone in that. A lot of us live that way. And the sad thing is, 50 to 80% of the American diet is ultra processed foods. And we grab them because we are short on time and we want something quick. And these foods are deadly. They are shortening our lifespan. And I really want to encourage people to remember that what you put in your body either harms or heals. And remembering that the time spent preparing your food, being in the kitchen is a place for you to replenish yourself because we cannot be all we want to be out there in the world if we are not nourished and satiated on all levels, if our cells are not being fed. I encourage busy professionals to think about the kitchen time as a ritual, as self-care, and to create a sense of joy around that. Put on music, dance, if you will. Really embrace the sensory act, the smells, use spices, use a lot of color. What's pretty on your plate is good for your body. I like to say, paint your body on the inside. And consider this a time for creativity, just like you might draw or sing or play. It's playtime for you.
I
And so it
love
really
that.
is that mindset shift.
I love that. And can we just address the busy professional?
Yeah.
Obviously, you can cook. I know a woman, she does everything on Sunday and puts it in, gets it ready, and then she can just grab and go.
That is so true. Meal prepping, if you get a routine down and it just takes a couple hours and you could plan your meals for the entire week. I always batch cook. So I don't cook every night. I make quite a bit of food and then it lasts for 2 or 3 days. And I may just add one more little dish or one more element or one more ingredient the next night to make it easier or more interesting and add more variety because that's very important. But yes, cooking in advance and getting little containers, putting your food in them so they're all pretty and nice and organized and ready to go when you leave the house for the day or get on the computer for the day. That's definitely a really good strategy.
Yes, great. That's a good thing you all can do now. And
Yes.
I know you have three of your favorite nutrient dense, which I think means really good for you, and go-to ingredients that everyone should try. What are they?
Absolutely. Well, I call these general categories my SPFs. You don't want to leave the house without your SPF, right? Spices, plants, and fermented foods. Spices are full of anti-inflammatory properties, and one that's especially potent is turmeric. I recommend getting turmeric in your diet every day. Even a quarter of a teaspoon can have incredible benefits on the body. And you want to have it with a little bit of black pepper that's going to increase the absorption by a great deal. Very important to add that black pepper. How do you have it? Sprinkle just a little bit on your dinner, whether it's vegetables or your meat. Not a whole lot because it is a strong flavor. You just want a little bit. Put some in your smoothie. I have my daily protein shake. I put a quarter to a half a teaspoon of turmeric in it, as well as cardamom and cinnamon and black pepper. All of these are anti-inflammatories, antioxidants. Very important to get spices in your diet. Secondly, plant foods and nutrient-dense plants and with lots of color. So it's really important to eat the rainbow. And the darker the colors, the more nutrition is in that plant because different colors correspond to different phytonutrients. I personally love sweet potatoes. I love purple potatoes. I love purple cabbage. Beets, all of these are great for your heart. They're cancer fighting. So go for those dark colors and just get a new color in your diet every day. Try a new vegetable. Just add a little bit to whatever you're making.
I
And
love that.
three,
Putting
yeah,
white,
one
the
more.
cauliflower.
Fermented foods. We don't get enough fermented foods in our diet. Most of us are walking around with digestive distress, and there's a lot of reasons for that. But remember, before there were refrigerators, we all stored our food using fermentation. And really want to get that back in our diet. And we're talking sauerkraut, kimchi, miso. Those are great choices. Just every day, try to get some in.
I love that. The SPF, your protection, which is spices, plants, right? And
Hmm.
fermentation. So
Yeah.
every day to get that in is what I'm hearing from you. Yes?
Yes. Love
Wonderful.
it.
Such good advice.
Mm.
Any last tip? It's like, please remember to do this.
I want to encourage you to eat whole foods whenever possible. And that's especially important when talking about desserts. Many of us have sweet tooths, and we really want to have that sweet thing in our life, those treats. You can have them. You have my permission to have them, but try to avoid processed sugar. There's so many wonderful replacements now that are not going to spike your blood sugar and that are going to provide you with fiber and with minerals that are going to help not deplete your cells as they are depleted when you consume processed cane sugar. So I recommend using dates and apples whenever possible to sweeten your desserts, and you can also go for coconut sugar or maple syrup or date syrup as alternatives to more processed sweeteners.
Mm. Yeah, I remember for Thanksgiving, I had the best alternative pecan pie, but
Ooh,
it was probably one of the best, and she had used all alternative ingredients.
I
So
love that.
it can be
Yeah.
done.
Yes, and they're actually more flavorful. You're not going to get that spike of sugar that is overwhelming. Once you stop eating sugar like that, you realize how powerful of a drug it is and how addictive. But also the flavors are richer. When you have dates and maple syrup, it does create richer flavors.
Mm.
Mhm.
Oh, so good. I'm getting hungry already.
I know, me too.
But I know, Hannah, that definitely people are going to want to connect with you. And would you let them know how they can? I think you're providing a free gift today, so that'd be great.
Yes, absolutely. I have a free gift on my website, which is danceanddish, one word, .com. And it's my 5 favorite Persian-inspired salads. And salads can be beautiful meals in themselves. And I really want to inspire people to explore salads and really embrace them and know that they can be really satisfying and full of ingredients and very healthy and delicious. So go to my website. You can find that free gift of my 5 favorite Persian-inspired salads, and they have delicious dressings that go with them. Make your dressings at home. They're a lot healthier and they're not so hard.
Wonderful. Thank you for that. I'm sure you're all going to love it. That's danceanddish.com, all spelled out, all one word, danceanddish.com. Thank you, Hannah, so much for gracing us today and inspiring, at least certainly me, and I'm sure our watchers to do things healthier.
I love that. Thank you, Jill. It's been my pleasure. It's been a delicious time.
And thank you, everybody, for watching and tuning in. And please go check out jilllublin.com for all kinds of wonderful resources for you. And we look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, everyone.